Okay, guys, Dan here today taking you through the duo gambling mini game in Crimson Desert. You might come across this gambling poker style game. I'm going to dumb it down for you so that anyone can play it. I'll try and make it as easy as possible. So we come here to the Herndon town. This is where it is upstairs on top of the tavern, and you can pay to buy in. There's another location I'll show you in a minute. Now, I'm going to break down the rules for you right now.
What's up?
All right, so we're on the table. If we go to view hands, see here, this is basically what hands are the best and worst. Now, what I'm going to do is show you these ones here. Cut out all the other BS. This is what you're going to be playing with the most. Like 80% of the time, these are the cards you're going to get, right? The other 20%, probably even 10%, you'll get the other cards. So pair of cards, yellow and yellow, or red and red, or red and yellow. Pair is going to be the highest of these. So if you've got a pair, bet. The chances are you're going to win with a pair. The next best is a combination of 1 and 2, right? So they have to be specifically 1 and 2. Then 1 and 4, 1 and 9, 1 and 10. So as you can see, 1 is a very strong card as well. If you have a 1, you've got a very good chance that you're going to do well. And if you see the opponent with a 1, maybe back away. They're probably going to beat you. Does that make sense? A 4 is also another strong card. Now, you don't need to know the absolute specifics of every combination. Now, here's a kind of rough percentage wins on the different combinations. You see how prime pair is obviously 100%. You can't get better than that. Then we go down to a pair of 10s is a very strong chance you win. By the way, this is one-on-one. This is if it's a one-on-one match. You can have 4-player matches in this. If you have a combination of 1 and a 2, you've got a 70% chance of winning. If you're in the points, 10 to 45, which is where you usually are. So then you've got to look what the opponent has and kind of make a guess. It's a lot of luck as well in this game, guys. There is a lot of luck. If you've got anything higher than that perfect 9, anything above that perfect 9, go all in, dead set. I would personally. I would go all in, or I would raise the stakes at least. Chances are you're going to win, and you can always save the game before you head onto the table, and then you can save scum if you're really desperate. So you can go through those combinations. I'm going to play a game here. Now, I'm wearing a Fedora's hat, which allows me to see the opponent's hand, which is a real hack, and basically makes it impossible to lose.
Let me have a look.
I'll show you how to get that hat at the end of the video for anyone that hasn't. It changes the game in terms of this, because you just see your opponent's hands. Now, usually you only see one card of theirs and you have to make an educated guess. So if we pause it here, I've got 7 points. And going back to our table, 7 points is not great, is it? The punter's got 8 and the noble punter's got 5. So they don't have 1, they don't have 4, they don't have 9. They probably don't have a strong hand. So let's see how this plays out. 7 points is not really a great hand, by the way. Not a strong hand at all. So I'm going to check. They're going to check as well. He's going to fold. Then we show hands. And he had a 5 points and he had a 3 points. So I had the most points. So I won that hand. Okay. Let's go into another clip. And here we are in the Crimson Desert part of, this is another den spot. This one costs 300 to buy in. So this is for the high rollers. Oh, man, oh, man. I'll just play out another game here. Now, this is a one-on-one game. 300 each. I, with this hat, can still look at his hand. You see that? He's got 1 point, and I've got 1 pair. So I'm going to raise this guy to the cows go home. I got 1 pair. See there? Pair. Way better than points. He's got 1 point. That's a terrible hand. And the reason he's got 1 point, guys, is he's got 9 and 2. Now, if you go over 10, when you put those two cards together and you go over 10, it takes a digit off. So it would be 11, but now it's 1. We've taken off one of those digits. So do you see what I'm saying by that? So that's another thing that you should take into account. I've got a very strong hand, 1 and 1. He can't beat that, and I will win. And I just keep raising him. You can go all in. You can raise. Even if I didn't see his hand there, I would know that I'm going to win with a one pair. You'd usually win. Now, I'm going to show you now. Hopefully you get a grasp of the rules there. Hopefully. It is a bit complicated, but you got to remember there is a lot of luck involved. Now, some of the opponents will cheat, and you can catch them out. And you'll see here, I accuse this guy of cheating, holding triangle. You ever worried about the controls? Bottom right when playing this game, they clear it out. So when you accuse someone, he'll be out of the game. He'll leave. He'll now be out of the game. See? It's now down to 3 of us. Now let me slow it down so you can see. What's the difference here? Did you notice it? When cheating, the elbow's lower. Let's watch it one more time. You'll notice that on the left, he's safe. On the right, he's cheating. Then you can accuse them and they'll leave. And that's an easy way to win as well, because they're always cheating, these motherfuckers. They're always cheating. Now, you can also cheat too. I'll show you that in a minute. But if you accuse someone, so you see here, I accuse this guy of cheating. He's an innocent. This poor guy's innocent. He looks dodgy, but he's not. And so I get kicked off the table and you can't play for a day. So be careful of that too. Now I'm going to show you when I cheated, how this goes down, right? So you hold triangle when you're dealing. You have to be dealing to cheat. Then you can select a card. So I've selected that. Now I've got that in my back pocket. I can use that card in it and remove another card I have to increase my hand, which is what I'm going to do here, because I've got 1 point, which is a terrible hand. These guys have, I've just looked, and these guys have 3 points and 7 points. I'm currently going to lose, so I need to change my hand. So I'm going to raise, and then I'm going to change hand, triangle. Which you got to be quick, change hand, and see now I get a high warden. Rematch against any card below 9 pair if you lose. And so you don't need to worry about the specifics of those cards because they barely come up. But I will win now with that higher card. So that's how I cheat. But if you start cheating too much, which I did in this game, you can also get caught cheating. And then you'll be left. So it's a risk-reward system. I cheated a hell of a lot in this game, and that's probably why I got caught. So I think to be safe, cheat 2 or 3 times. I think I did 5 or 6 cheats, and that's why. So there's also probably a system the game's got in place on when someone's cheating or when someone's not. So hopefully this helps, guys. Just another idea. So again, pairs, look for number 1. Maybe take a screenshot of this here, or take a screenshot of this, kind of see what you want to go for. But you can also take a look at that in the game. When you're in, you can look at the hand. It also tells you what hand you've got. So you shouldn't have too much trouble, guys. There's not too many quests with this that you need to do. And once you get this hat, which I'll show you now, it's a game changer. So the hat you find in the Emperor of the Bone Pit quest, which is in this same town where this second duos is, top left, you need to do a number of things. I'm going to speed this up, but basically you need to participate in the arena matches and win a bunch of matches until you face a boss. He's called the Muskin. He's a tough boss. You need to beat him on one-on-one combat. Once you beat him, so you need to beat 3 guys, then he comes along. You beat him. He's the champion. Once you beat him, you need to fast travel away. You must fast travel away, okay, and then come back. Because when you come back, a shop will open up. And at that shop, you can buy the hat only if you level him up to 100 trust. Once you level him up to 100 trust, he will then sell you the hat. You can get the hat, and now you can look at your opponent's hands all day long, and no one will catch you for that. So it's undetectable. The only detectable cheat is when you're switching cards. Hopefully this helps, guys. Leave any questions in the comments below. Take care. See you next time.